Hey all my glue sticks and glue chicks, I'm back with another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This time, I am challenged by BlueBunny. He's going to start off with a Swellow, and I'm going to start off with my Galvantula. And I know what Swellows can do, but I was getting really cocky. I did not think that this thing would be faster than my Galvantula, and it is, so I should have gone for the Thunderbolt, but I set up the sticky webs. I could have taken down the Swellow first turn, and it would have been completely out of my hair. But I hesitated and I decided to set up sticky webs. I was very worried that I needed to get a faster team, but I know how to stop a Swellow, and that is with a Mandibuzz, because Mandibuzz is a physical wall and Swellow is a physical attacker. So this Swellow is not going to be able to touch Mandibuzz at all. As you can see, the facade, even after it's burned, was not enough to even get down to half. So Mandibuzz is pretty solid right now. So he's going to go for a U-turn and get himself out of there and get it to a nice position where he can at least take down my Mandibuzz, because, well, Mandibuzz is a very big wall to that Pokemon, like I said. So he's going to set out Goodra, which is a specially defensive wall and has special attacks, where my Mandibuzz is a physically defensive wall and a physical attacker. So we have to kind of hit and miss right here, but I'm going to go for a Roost because I know this thing is going to be packing either an Ice Beam and or a Thunderbolt, and I want to be able to see what this thing is going to be packing. And as I can see, it is packing the Thunderbolt, so if I want, I can bring in Pikachu to absorb it up with the Lightning Rod and then have him either A, switch out, or B, take a Hidden Power Ice. So as you see, I am going to switch into Pikachu, but he's going to switch also right into Numel. And I was like, I have never seen this Numel before. I don't even know what a competitive Numel is. So I'm a little worried. But I'm going to go for the Fake Out. And as you can see, I don't do a lot of damage to this thing. And that is very threatening. I'm very, very worried. I don't know what this thing has. But I'm going to now switch into Charizard because, well, I have faith that Charizard has Solar Beam, and I'm not sure, I wasn't sure like what Numel was, like fire, ground, or just fire. So I just wanted to switch to Charizard just in case, and as you can see, Numel went with the Substitute, so it's obviously going to try to stall me as bad as possible, and I know Numel can learn anything that can burn me, so Charizard is the safest choice right now since it can't get burned, but if Numel wanted to Toxic me, I would be kind of out of luck. But I'm going to go for the Dragon Breath. I'm going to destroy the Substitute, but it's going to go for Amnesia, and it's going to raise its special defense sharply, and that is not good for me because, well, I can't touch this thing physically, and I cannot touch this thing now specially. As you see, I'm not doing nearly enough to take this thing out, and it has Rest, so it can just heal whenever it needs to. This is why these first stage Pokemon are broken. Oh my goodness, just give them the Violet, and they're just going to wreck entire teams with stalls. But I'm going to switch to Emo because, as I said before, I'm not really sure what this thing is. So I'm going to go for a Leaf Storm to try to get a super effective grass move or just a neutrally effective grass move. And as you see, it does absolutely nothing. This Numel is just going to wall out every Pokemon I have. If I brought, like, certain Pokemon, I probably would be able to take this thing down, but I don't have anything that can take down a Numel. I didn't have a water type at the time, so I'm going to have to switch back out to Mandibuzz because Mandibuzz is going to be the only thing that I can really think to kind of counter this thing. And I don't know why I thought Mandibuzz was the best choice. I think it's because it has Toxic, but Numel has Rest, and that is going to just counteract my Toxic. So I'm going for the Toxic now. I thought, oh man, he can't use Rest when I Toxic him because he can't put anything to sleep when they're poisoned. Well, I don't know what was going through my mind when I was thinking that. But this is when I noticed that he has the Lava Plume, and I was like, I am not going to deal with that because I don't want to get burned. If I get my Mandibuzz burned, it's just going to be residual damage that I do not need right now. So, the Poison is going to do its job, Leftover is going to do its job, and I'm going to switch right into Charizard because, well, I'm very scared of getting hit by a burn because that is going to completely annihilate my team if it is able to stall me out and burn me. So, I finally am using a Charizard Y. I don't think I've really showcased me using a Charizard Y in any of my videos, but this is where Charizard Y kind of pulls through for people, or does it, because as you can see, this Solar Beam, which is coming from a special attacker, is going to do so much damage to this Numel. It did like, what, 20 damage? Oh my gosh. Charizard, you are a pro at this. And then Numel's just going to rest, rest it all off. It's really, really, really annoying. Now it's back at full health. I literally cannot touch this Numel. I'm getting walled out by a little camel that is fire and ground. And there's nothing I can do to this thing because I don't have water. I only have grass, fire, electric, and oh my god. Was not thinking this battle through. But I don't know even why I'm going for the heat wave. I'm just going for any move that I could just hit this thing with. I'm just completely annoyed by this Numel. It's gonna completely stall me out. It's gonna use rest. It's gonna use substitute. It's going to just, this is not good for me. But I'm just gonna go and just keep trying to dwindle this thing down, hit it with a heat wave, and as you can see, I get extremely lucky and get a critical hit, and that completely just stops this Numel right there. So he's forced to withdraw Numel. Numel cannot do anything right now, so he's gonna switch to his Goodra, and I am going to go right for the Dragon Breath because, well, I don't know. Or Dragon Pulse. I don't know why I keep saying Dragon Breath. But yeah, I'm going to keep going for Dragon Pulse, which is super effective against Goodra, but since Goodra is a special wall, there's nothing I can do. And now that I know this Goodra is packing Thunderbolt, I am going to switch into Pikaglue, who has Volabsorb, but he's not going to predict that, so now all he's doing is powering up my Pikachu, which is very, 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 very good for me. I'm going to go for the Fake Out. I'm going to do quite a bit of damage to a Goodra. This Pikachu is really doing work right now. Gonna go for the Brick Break, KO this Goodra, and now I am getting back into this game. My momentum is completely back. That Numel stalled me out for I don't know how many turns. It is awful. So now he's gonna go to his Swellow, and he's just gonna completely and utterly annihilate me with any attack that he wants to do. Pikaglue has no defenses whatsoever. So if it wanted to hit me with this U-turn, it would have probably KO'd Pikaglue. If it wanted to hit me with the Facade, it would have definitely KO'd Pikaglue. But I thought I was sack out the Angela because now, since he's U-turned, he has to choose a Pokemon before I choose a Pokemon. So he's going to send out Numel, and it kind of allows me to think a little bit and send out a Pokemon that I think can take out the Numel. Well, if I don't have a Pokemon that can't take out the Numel, I'm pretty pathetic. So, as you can see, I'm going to send out Drakefu, aka by Charizard. I think this is a German name. I didn't nickname it. I'd never nickname my Pokemon. So I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse, take down the Numel. The biggest threat of this game is down. So now the only other threat I'm really worried about is the Swellow, which we know. But now he's going to send out Manectric, and since I have the Sticky Webs up, the Manectric is going to lose its speed, and that is very good for me because that means Charizard Y is going to outspeed a Mega Manectric. And I'm not worried about that at all because if I wanted to, he's only going to go either for a Volt Switch or a Discharge or Thunderbolt, so I could just switch into Pikaglue and eat that up, but I'm not going to risk getting hit by any other move with him predicted, and just go right for the Heat Wave and KO the Manectric right there. So he's going to go back to his Swellow, and I thought, okay, I don't really need Charizard anymore, just hit him with a Facade, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to completely and utterly annihilate you, Swellow. I don't even care. I'll just wall you out until the burn KOs you, because I am sick and tired of running into Swellows that could just annihilate entire teams. But he's going to stay in, he's going to go for the Facade, do as much damage to GLUEx as he possibly can. It's not quite enough, I'm going to go for the Foul Play, and he's going to KO the Swellow. It is gone, it is off the field. These threats are being taken care of with Mandibuzz and Pikaglue and Charizard, and oh my gosh, I got the Glue Crew right now. So now he's going to send out Sarah, which is just Greninja, and he named it after his girlfriend. I'm working on trying to get a Shiny Rose Raid female and name it after my girlfriend. I need a competitive, need to be Hidden Power Fire, calm or modest or timid. Please, if you guys have one, just write it in the comment below. But as you can see, this thing's going to completely not only annihilate me with an Ice Beam, and that is not very good for me. And it has a Life Orb, so it is going to be dealing a lot of damage with anything I send out at it. But I'm going to send out Conkeldurr. He's probably going to think that this is an Assault Vest Conkeldurr. A lot of people think I'm running Assault Vest Conkeldurr, which I'm not. I'm running the Gut Conkeldurr with a Flame Orb because I like going old school. I like the old school touch. I don't like any of these new items. Like, I do like Assault Vest, don't get me wrong. But I think Conkeldurr is really deadly with a Flame Orb. As you can see, he's gonna send out the Mana Bus and go for a foul play, and I was like, I'm not gonna risk anything. I want to kind of get Emo out here. I'm gonna do as much damage to this thing as possible because I know foul play is not going to touch me at all. And Emo is really, really good. Oh my goodness, I love this little lawnmower. He is my favorite Pokemon. Exponential Awesome actually wants to make me a poster, and I have to make the design for the Emo poster. So I'm gonna Volt Switch out, and as you can see, I'm gonna do a lot of damage to this thing. I know what you're saying, it's not that much, but my Rotom is not invested in any special attack, so that is a lot for no special attack investment. So he's gonna go for the Defog. I don't know why he's going for Defog. It's kind of confusing, because it's already clear that your Pokemon, it's just gonna be Greninja and you. It's in this Mana Bus. I'm not really worried about it. Even if you're gonna outspeed me, I have a Mach Punch. I have priority moves. So he's going to go for the foul play, and Conkeldurr is going to eat that up because it's not very effective. If it was just effective, it probably would have completely annihilated my Conkeldurr. But I'm going to go for the Stone Edge and KO this Mana Bus right here, right now, because I also know that it's a very powerful Pokemon, because that's why I use one. It's very physically and specially defensive if you make it specially defensive. But that was a physical defensive variant, and Conkeldurr just does not like that, so Stone Edge takes it out. Gonna bring out the Greninja Sarah, and I'm gonna Mach Punch it to extinction, and that will be a good game.